namhlanje seniyazi ukuthi simphathela konke okuzonijabulisa khona la ku-Ekse. That'll be your favorite artists, music videos, news, views, reviews, interviews with your local or national or even international artists. If you like it, we've got it, we'll share it for you. This is Ekse Live, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Tuesday, and what I like about our loyal viewers is that they're very smart and they know where to be at 4.
And thank you so much for tuning in onto the youth show that you all love. And make sure that you are tuning in to every single Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. And we have such a special show for you today. An amazing lineup from fashion to umtulo to photography to social media influencing. Hey guys, it's gonna be a lit one, so you definitely do want to stay tuned for all of that and more.
Of course, like we said, welcome to the show. Thank you for choosing us. As of course, the hashtag today is Choose Day. Of course, we chose to be on your screen and you chose to tune in with us. Kamoga Fultane is the name, but I go by Q. And of course, like Uvuya has just mentioned, we have so much in store, so you don't want to go anywhere.
And my name is Lama Moon. Should you wish to get in contact with us via social media, it's Ekse_live on Twitter, on Facebook, it's Ekse on Cape Town TV. We will be joined by a family of 3, a mother and her sons. They are acoustic guitarists, they are vocalists, they are songwriters. Mntanakhe yamfundisa how to. Solomon thing about parents are always the one who influences your career.
Yes.
He taught the mother that Mama Sizokula. So they hear the Oaks Guma, Mabongi Twisi and the Oaks. We cannot wait to share that talented family with you guys.
Definitely, and also we'll be having some social media influence in studio. This one excites me because I'm a fan of YouTube and Instagram. So Shakir is his name, and he'll be joining us in studio to chat all things YouTube and more about the social media influencing space. And so you do want to check in for all of that.
And of course, yes, we want to know what that's about. I want to be a social media influencer. Otherwise, on the lineup as well, we do for those that like fashion and sort of want to go into that business.
Yes.
We have people from the Fashion Institute of Garment Technology. So if you're someone who feels like, I want to do fashion one day, I don't know how to go about it, I don't know where this path is going to lead me, you want to stay right here because we have all the info that you need.
We also have Tracy, who's an artist as well as a photographer. She's also influencing people on social media because Bayambona Instagram and her talent is growing day by day. So we cannot wait for her to tell us by Kalelepi and where she sees herself and taking this career of hers. Call us on 021-448-0448. It's time for us to entertain you. It's 4 o'clock, but Sivalango 5. My name is Lama Moon. She is Vuyo Jabo Darling. Her name is Q Fondly, known by you. But now it's time for us to hit on to some trending news.
Your trending news are as follows. Firstly, Cape Town pastor is facing multiple murder and rape charges. He's going to appeal in court for mercy. So a Cape Town pastor facing multiple murder and rape charges is appealing to a higher power for mercy. Pastor Keith Bird of Tafelsig in Mitchells Plain is facing count of murder and rape, counts of criminal injury, and of course theft in the High Court of Cape Town. This started with his fiancée in January 2013 when the wife broke the engagement. Unable to take the rejection, the pastor decided to kill her by crushing her head with rocks and dumped her body near the bushes, and her body was discovered 10 years later. Once again, Pastor Keith raped a 20-year-old Siobhan Quincer, who he strangled to death and abandoned in the bushes in Tafelsig as well. Luckily, the body was discovered on the same day, and in 2014, he also met another woman on Mixit and allegedly raped her at her house. Once again, he lured another victim who met him on Facebook and promised her a modeling job. However, he raped her after threatening her with a knife. The case against Keith Bird returns to court next Monday, and there are possibilities of a plea sentence and agreement.
And on my side, we'll be continuing the chat about Babe Sodoma and Omampincha. And, well, Babe Sodoma's alleged abuser is currently a wanted man, and the police have been up and down looking for Umampincha. Police Commissioner Ukehla Sithola was interviewed on SABC Morning Live today, where he gave the police 3 hours to find him. Police told the SABC that Mampincha is currently missing, adding that they had a warrant out for his arrest and had urging everyone with information to come forward. Sithole confirmed that former Queen Babes Wodumo, real name Mongekile Simelane, has officially laid charges against Mampintsha.
And finally, possibly there is a cure for HIV after a second patient goes into long-term remission. So the patient who suffered from human immunodeficiency virus has been given a bone marrow stem cell transplant to cure his disease in order for the patient to live long-term remission. This was discovered 12 years ago at a Berlin patient who had a bone marrow transplant of stem cells known to be resistant to the HIV virus. The patient's disease was sent into permanent remission after using treatment toxic. The procedure was not successful until the case was given a name called London patient. Of course, not all patients who have the HIV virus can get this treatment, only those who have the CCR5 genes.
Well, ladies and gents, that was our trending news for today. Do the right thing and dates, do tune in straight after this commercial ad break. We'll be seeing you straight after this. You're still tuned into it. It's Ekse right here on Cape Town TV, channel 262. The number to dial is 021-448-0448. Let us know your thoughts on our show today, or go on social media at Ekse on Cape Town TV. And speaking of social media, we're going to go straight into it. Our hashtag for today is hashtag Tuesday. And there were some comments and views that you had on social media, and I'll be reading those with you today. Okay, so we have Ukarabo Mohoko, who says, hi at Ekse_live. My hashtag Tuesday goes like, what you think you will become, good or bad, weak or strong, defeated or victorious. So practice being a positive thinker. I think Arabo should come on the show as a motivational speaker, guys. And then also, Uvusitembe Kwayo says, everything you do either feeds your past or your future, everything. Choose your actions wisely. Hashtag Tuesday. We also have Keyona Maubelo, and they say, no matter how many cars you possess, you will always walk to bed. That's so funny. Hashtag Tuesday. And the last one I'll be reading for you is Luzuko Daisa. It says, hi guys, I would like to book an appointment with you. I'm a music composer in Cape Town and would love to come perform my new single on the show. Listen, it's very easy. All you have to do is email ekse@capetowntv.org and we will make sure you come to the show. But right now, though, we're going to talk all things fashion. I'm so excited. We have Devin and Feroza in studio on the yellow couch. Let's check it out.
Yes! And I'm happy because you can't come talk fashion and you do not look good. So you look the part.
I was about to say that. Like, I looked at them and I was like, they're definitely from the Fashion Institute. It's you guys.
Thank you.
Place.
How are you guys doing?
We're good, thank you. Good, thank you.
So firstly, can you just tell us a little bit about more what it is that you do at the Fashion Institute?
So the Fashion Institute is a fashion college based in Observatory, and we offer a 2-year CETA accredited certificate for students to come and study, and it's basically like a vocational skills development program that we offer. So yeah, it's quite an awesome program that we've put together.
Okay, and are there like any requirements that someone needs like before they can enter the institution?
So we at over the age of 16, at least a grade 10 qualification, and we ask you to fill out an application form, and yeah, we'll basically do an interview, and then that's as difficult as it gets.
Yeah, so what is the importance of fashion and the ability to learn different techniques if you want to prosper in the fashion industry?
I think the garment industry in South Africa has changed drastically. Everyone is about wanting to be a buyer or a designer or something like that. But who's going to make the clothes at the end of the day? Where's the pattern makers? Where's the seamstresses? The quality assurance? Those are the people and the skills that we need, and that's what we're trying to develop for within the youth.
Wow, this is so beautiful. So, okay, you mentioned in your requirements that it's just like sort of the basic things that you need to have. So you don't really need a fashion background to do it?
No, from the drawing part of things, because people always ask, do I need to draw? You know, must have done art at school? No. We take you through all of that. We guide you, we mentor you, and then we will teach you the basics for that.
You know, the fashion industry, it's very tricky because trends pop in. What's new today, it's old tomorrow. You wouldn't be caught dead wearing what was fashionable in 2015. So being involved in a industry like this, what qualities do you need? And don't you burn out because you always have to be on your toes?
Definitely you have to, because we are in fashion. I mean, you need to look apart as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's all about always thinking forward, always doing what's best, yeah, concerning fashion, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, so how do you ensure that you're always at your utmost best?
Like with everything, you're always doing research on things, you're always looking at trends and forecasts, things like that. So that's basically what you do, keeping on par with things.
Okay.
I'm quite curious. It's 2019. It's still early in the beginning of the year. What are the trending forecasts in fashion-wise for the year 2019? Where are we looking? Are we doing some skin? Are we doing some?
Oh, definitely some skin. Yeah, the prints are definitely in. It's like all the animal prints. That thing is definitely coming forward.
Yeah. Wow, I'm so excited.
I'm excited. Okay, so I think you mentioned that the program takes 2 years. Okay, so after that, once they get the qualification, what kind of jobs can they get, like specifically, so that people can actually know this is what I can go into with this and so on?
So I think after you've studied, but also we have quite a broad network of companies and businesses and individuals that always come and ask us for students to come straight out and start working. But some of those can literally be being like a pattern maker or being a assistant designer, starting something small within your community possibly on an entrepreneurial kind of basis. Quality assurance management within retail. Those are all type of jobs that you can then go and start once you've finished, yes.
And the students, what kind of hands-on experience do they have once they register and study with you guys?
Especially with the course that we're doing, we actually mainly we look at garment construction and we look at pattern making, and also like I said, sewing, and there is a lack of these things that we're always struggling with, because for me example, I have my own store and it's such a struggle to get someone that does a good pattern or does good sewing, and it's quite a lack. And that's what we train our guys for. That's what we actually prepare them for as well.
So the technical side of things, so that they, when they go out there, they know exactly this is how pattern works, this is how garments work, this is how fit works, and to prepare them for that.
So how do they get hold of you should they wish to be part of this institute?
Yes, so they can go onto the website. It's www.thefashioninstitute.co.za. They can also follow us on Instagram at FIGT_SA. And just drop us a DM and we can send you all the details from there. Yeah.
So that's what you do, future fashionistas. Right now, it's time for us to head on to see some fish, some sharks.
It's some no, can I tell you what we're doing? Because we've been polluting so much, we need to make sure that everyone knows that turtles are in danger, and therefore we're going to be giving you information as to what is happening. Ekse went out to the aquarium. This is how it goes.
It's only fish, no octopuses.
Here at Two Oceans Aquarium, there is a huge emphasis on education and conservation. We talked to Natalie, the Conservation and Research Manager, to hear about the aquarium's work.
The aquarium has the opportunity to showcase the beauty of the ocean, and through the exhibits, through the animals, through the staff, we are able to engage with visitors and tell them more about the animals that they are looking at. And when we know more about what we are seeing, how they live, what they do, we start developing an appreciation, and we then start caring and inspire to do something about the animals in the ocean.
There are 7 species of sea turtle in the world, and all of them are at least vulnerable, and quite a lot of them are critically endangered, which means that every released turtle is a turtle that is adding to its wild population, and hopefully in many situations a turtle that will become reproductively active and able to contribute to increasing the wild population.
We've got the Environmental Education Centre that daily speaks to kids, to learners, about the ocean and the animals that you find there. And from there, the aquarium aimed to inspire action for the well-being of the oceans. And part of that is highlighting the effect of plastic that comes from all of us, that lands up in the ocean, and how that affects the animals in the ocean and all the health of the ocean as a whole.
Plastic pollution is something we see in a lot of the turtles that arrive here at our aquarium. Even small hatchlings arrive with microplastic in their gut. And very often this is, if not the primary, then often the secondary cause of death. We also find some of our larger turtles. Two of the ones we currently have in our display have both been impacted by plastic. Bob had plastic stuck in his gut, which he eventually pooed out. And Alvy was a turtle who had plastic stuck in his esophagus, which we had to pull out. So plastic is a big threat to turtles because turtles eat jellyfish and they are opportunistic feeders, so they'll eat anything that floats in the ocean, and plastic bags and jellyfish look very similar in the wild. But alongside that, the fishing industry has caused great damage to turtles because it's bycatch. So even though like boats might be fishing for a totally different animal, turtles will often get caught in those nets and drown. And that's been a major impact on turtles as well.
The aquarium has the seal program, which speaks about the plastic effect on our seal population, or entanglement of plastic on the seals or on penguins, as well as the effect of plastics on our sea turtles. And we have many sea turtles coming to the aquarium needing rescue, rehabilitation, and then eventually we release. So the turtle rehab program, rescue program, and the seal program is one of the conservation programs we have at the aquarium.
Plastic is such a big part of our lives, it's such a convenience. It's difficult to get away from, and it can be quite an overwhelming problem as well. I would say start with one thing. So whether it being like sort of reducing the amount of plastic bags you use or saying no to single-use plastic straws. I mean, there are some big culprits out there. Single-use coffee cups, plastic bags, straws, and water bottles are the top four items that are, single-use. So items that are used for such a short period of time and yet can have such a lasting impact. And so those are easy behavioral changes one can make that make a big difference. But ultimately, I say that we protect what we love. And so by spending time in the ocean, by falling in love with the environment around us and being really connected to it, we then fall in love with the environment around us and we want to look after it. And so those behavioral changes come naturally and out of a place of love and a desire to protect rather than out of a feeling of guilt, which I think is important.
For more information on the aquarium's programs and ways to get involved, visit their website at aquarium.co.za. At aquarium.co.za.
And there you have it, some fishes, some octopuses, some more fishes, and more.
Like I told you.
But listen, you're still tuned into it. It is Ekse right here on Cape Town TV, channel 263. And today's hashtag is #Tuesday. And I'll be reading to you some of those tweets that you have sent through. We do have Uletabo King, who says, best gift to ever give yourself. Time to heal, time to forgive, time to accept, and time to move on, because you deserve better. Oh, definitely you do. Don't let your past anger enslave you. That it dictates your tomorrow. Let it go, let it be. #Tuesday. And then the last one's being from Umnwa Mkatane Matebula. It says, one day I decided I was going to choose me. I haven't looked back. I still choose Ekse too. Hey man, #Tuesday. I choose Ekse, and I thank you for choosing Ekse on this Tuesday afternoon. We're also choosing the Ridley Scott short film, and in studio we do have a guest who will be chatting to us all about that and so much more.
Yes, of course, we are sitting over here with Steph, and he's going to be telling us a little bit more about the 7 tastes. Oh, I'm excited because this is a video clip. It's sort of like an advert, right?
It is, and thank you for having me.
Yes, welcome. Please tell us just a little bit more about that.
So the Hennessy Tasting Committee identified 7 taste notes that you experience in every sip of Hennessy Ekse. And this campaign is Ridley Scott's creative interpretation of those taste notes, and using his creative genius, depicted them as 7 worlds, which through amazing special effects and CGI, he managed to take viewers on this visual journey through each of these worlds.
Okay, so also I'm sure there's a target audience that you're trying to target, because we can see that the brand is sort of age appropriate. So who is your main audience that you want to see this?
So being the jewel in the crown of our portfolio, naturally it's a more mature audience, but because of the fact that it is directed by Ridley Scott, and it does combine art and entertainment, it does open it up to a wider audience, the business audience, the creative community. So it does make it broader than a traditional ad.
Okay. Speaking of e-arts and experiences and visuals, the film turns 7 tastes into e-visual experience. And how was made able to transpire on screen, because the film is silent,
There's
right?
no words.
There's
It
no
is,
words. So how
correct.
does that transpire?
So
Mind-boggling.
because it is so visually rich and so mesmerizing from a visual perspective, it wasn't felt that we needed a voiceover to convey this message, and we left it up to those amazing visuals to grab people's attention and get them to be interested in the material.
Wow.
I feel like this is such a new sort of age of advertising, in a sense. Do you feel like this is going to be the future?
I think it is going to be the future. I think advertising is looking at how it can be more impactful. This isn't a very traditional ad if you look at the alcohol category. It uses a director who's better known for big Hollywood blockbusters. So I think in order to grab people's attention and stand out from the clutter, it has to be art, it has to be entertaining, and I feel that's what was achieved with this piece of communication.
And how did you guys get to collaborate with Ridley Scott?
So Ridley hasn't directed a TV commercial in the last 15 years, and he said that he would move back to doing that if something really special came along. And when our creative team presented the script to him, he looked at it and he felt that this offered an opportunity to combine art and entertainment, and thought that it was something that he would like to get involved with because of that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a very digitally, driven campaign. Do you think that because it's a digital age that we're living in now, more audiences are going to get drawn into it because of the digital aspect of it?
I think so. As we all know, the digital platforms are very important from an information gathering perspective. People like to search for more information on things digitally, which is why we combined the TV campaign with rich content on our microsite, which allowed people to explore behind the scenes footage, interviews with Ridley Scott and his director's edit. So it is absolutely important to include a digital component with anything that you launch on TV.
And how has the response been thus far?
The response has been amazing.
Yeah.
The campaign launched globally during the Oscars, and there's been a lot of uptake in the media with regards to the global launch. And it launches in South Africa on the 16th of March, so we're hoping that it will be as impactful for our local market.
Yeah, that's about 10 days?
10 days.
Yeah.
Less than 2
Exciting.
days. It seems like you really enjoyed working on this. Now I just want to know, do you feel like you guys are heading into a direction where you guys are going to use this sort of advertising in the future and this technique?
Absolutely. Hennessy as a brand has collaborated and worked with many creative people and artists, the likes of Veals, John Wan, Mark Newson. So it is something we do with regards to limited edition bottle launches, campaigns and installations. So it definitely is something we'll be doing in the future.
So where did the visual inspiration come from for the 7 Odysseys?
So Ridley was invited to Cognac, where our home is, and he was taken through the process of making the cognac as well as tasting it, and his creative genius was his inspiration. The end product is something that is very much within his style. So he brought the taste notes to life visually himself.
Thank you so
Alright,
much,
thank you
Steph,
so
for
much.
Thank you very
coming
much for
through.
having me.
And to you guys, do drink responsibly. And if you're under 18,
Don't do it.
we'll be back after this.
Hello guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is once again your favorite show on your TV screens. It is Ekse right here on Cape Town TV channel 263. We are still hashtagging Tuesday. We are still hashtagging Ekse. So do the right thing and go to social media. Our handle is at Ekse_Cape Town TV. Let us know your thoughts, your opinions on our show today. And I'm going to be reading from Uda Maverick. And he goes as follows. More. I wake up late today because someone called me at 3:39 a.m. to say, baby, angina butongo. I've never felt so tested in my life, but I choose her still. Lol. Hello, Ekse. Hello, Maverick. Okay, so I think right now, though, we're going to be talking to an artist and a photographer. Listen, it's all things creativity on today's show. And I think let's go straight to the yellow couch to have this chat with her.
Yes, guys, it's the biggest, the baddest, and the most hip and happening show in town. It's a Tuesday afternoon, and thank you for choosing us and ensure that you hit Vuyo up and with those tweets, hashtag Tuesday. Hilarious, I tell you. Joining us on the yellow couch is Chanel Tracy Malambo, who is an artist as well as a photographer. Artist before photographer, before she stamps on your throat. You don't want that to happen.
How are you doing? Welcome, we're good. Thank you very much for coming on the show. So firstly, we just want to, can I just give props, please? Because, no, really, I wanted to join primary, but I couldn't do it, but it's fine. I just want to know what got you into sketching and being art.
Actually, I have no idea. I have a lot of family that do art, so I grew up watching them, and I think like ever since I was like small, I always sketched whatever I could sketch.
So it wasn't something that you went to school and was like, I'm going to learn to do it?
No.
It was just
I didn't
natural.
even like study that. You know, you get those art
Yeah.
classes and stuff. No, I never went for that.
I'm amazed.
And
I'm
if you
jealous.
never went for that sort of thing, where do you find your inspiration?
Mostly Instagram. If I see pretty things and pretty people, then I'll just have the urge to sketch them. I have to do it. And yeah.
And then in terms of improving your technique, do you do it according to the sort of like sketch that you're doing at the time and look what's missing?
Yeah.
Or is it something that you go and make a skill out of on the side?
Well, I focus on a few things before I sketch. Like,
Excuse me.
believe it or not, before I started sketching faces, I did not like it at all.
At all?
At all.
Okay.
At all. I used to draw things like this without any faces. That's why I learned to draw this. But now I think growing up, I told myself, okay, every day or not a lot, but
Regularly.
yeah. I would like to sketch almost every day, and I think doing that every day really improves.
Okay.
You don't see it at first, but I would check myself after a year or something like that, and I can compare my work from the beginning of the year until after, and then I can see how much I've grown.
And the
Okay,
improvement,
speaking of doing things on a regular, this one comes from social media. Please tell us, Tracy, that I saw a picture of a sketch from 2017 and one from 2018 that she posted as a progress picture. So how does she improve her technique so quickly? Are you taking classes or are you completely self-taught?
I'm completely self-taught. I'm also working in an environment where I'm working with a lot of people and artists.
Yeah.
So I'm always inspired by them, and I will always check out other artists and check out the skill that they're using, and then I would always try to look at it in detail and try to do that, and then I can add that to my art every single time. So I have small bits of pieces that I add every time, and then it becomes my piece. Yeah.
Okay, so Ulama just mentioned that social media is booming and they're asking about you posting pictures of it. So I just want to know, you posting your pictures of your sketches, is that sort of your way of transitioning from one art to the other?
No, I started adding the photography this year, or sometime last year, but I want to try to find a way so that I can mix the two of them, because I actually love doing both of them.
Is that not due to because we are such a media orientated like generation?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
I And do you think, being an artist like this, it's something that you're born with, or is it something that you can learn or acquire as you practice more?
It's something that you can learn.
Yeah.
I believe everyone can sketch, just like everyone can dance. It's something that you have to adapt to. You have to do it every day, and then afterwards it becomes easy.
Wow.
And then in terms of where you are with your work right now, where do you see yourself in a year's time?
In a year's time, I'll hopefully do better photography.
Okay.
And also, I would like to sketch a little bit longer on one piece, because at this moment, I would spend about, say, a day on one sketch. Yeah. Whereas if I spend maybe, say, a week or something, I think that I would be able to add a little bit more to more detail, and I would take my time with that.
Is that a choice that you made yourself, or is it just like I want to do one sketch a day? That's it.
Well, at this moment, I'm very impatient. I like things done like that.
Okay.
So normally when I start sketching, I want it to be done because I want to see what it will look like at the end of the day. But patience is something that it's something that you learn with sketching. That's one thing that I would like to learn from that.
So Tracy, if somebody loves a portrait like this and they want to own it, are you one of those artists who make things for themselves, or this is mine, staying at home, or you do sell your art?
Well, if people like the art, I can like sell them a copy of it, but I keep all the originals. I had one girl that bought a copy, and she actually had it tattooed on her back.
And what inspires your work? What do you see people walking around, or is there something that just hits you, or where does it come from?
Well, mostly it's pictures like these two. I haven't done a lot of creative stuff in a while, but I would like to get into that more. But there was one sketch where I looked at this piece of tree, and it looked like a female shape of a body, and then I just used that and added the rest of the body to that, and that was the sketch.
Okay, hop onto social media to find which piece of art you'd love to buy from her. She promised she'll give it to you. On Instagram, she's I_am_everywhere92. On Facebook, Chanel Tracy Malambo. Would love to say rest in peace to one of South Africa's actors who just released a movie titled Madwedwe. Do you know who we're talking about? If you do not, let us introduce yourself to this movie.
Congratulations, nna ke itse kana ka sa nna nne le botitšhere le bophodisa wena jo a ke re o nene nna ke interprene on frastan wena le ko greedy wena yo a ke ko ke batla go jella ko wa itse yo ko Mona ka tla nthuse bathong bo. Le tlhokomeleng ke dinngwe. Look how le bila ngwa ga lo just. Do we have an accord? Kwana o fana di botane ke eng accord? Ra ke charge. What do you Mamela Brian, shit! Papa Jesus. God. Ya le naka le bitso ba re ke matwele. A re fe mafana ba matso. Prapax. Re batlela bafana ba ka matso. Wa utlwa ba re dipatsi tsa bona ke. Ba re di tsona tsa bona ke matwetwe.
Dames en heren, baie dankie dat jy is ingeskakel hier op Ekse op channel 263. Now, it is still a hashtag Tuesday, and I'll be reading just one more tweet from you at home. we have the economic freedom fighters with the tweet saying today at 2 p.m. the EFF will table a motion for the renaming of Cape Town International Airport to hashtag Winnie Mandela International Airport. We choose Mama Winnie, yes we do, and we also are choosing Ushakir, right? He's here of the studio and was proud with home no.
The reason that we choose this young man today is because he writes his own live performances that he performs on stage. He's got one that is going to be in Mitchell Spring this coming April. He also puts talent on par so that the stage does not only belong to him, he chooses to share so that he introduces great talent as well. He's got an alter ego. Her name is Sandre.
Sandre.
I'm scared to meet her. I'm glad that you didn't come through. But to tell us more about being a social media influencer who has 1.7 million views on YouTube. Hey now, we got to speak to him. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
You are one of our family members.
Welcome. You're a social media influencer.
We have all heard of social media influencers. Some know what they are, some they do not know what they are. Some have respect for social media influencers and some don't.
It depends if you're a good influencer or a bad influencer.
So what is a social media influencer to somebody who does not? Introduce that to someone.
Okay, a social media influencer, I would say, Ekse. Je kan praten, hè?
Yeah.
Okay. Ekse, you know, it's someone that people look up to on the internet, firstly. After that, they can look up to you in public. But basically, it's someone that they can look up to, someone that creates content, someone that creates work, someone that creates a positive message, a positive vibe on whatever platform it is.
And how did you find this job?
At first, it wasn't a job.
Okay.
It was a hobby. You know,
Okay.
I wanted to have fun. I wanted to be on camera. But after a while, a lot of people started approaching me. People started phoning me, messaging me, and so I took the next step. You know, doing shows again, live shows, Afrikaans, English, whatever, and broadcast other talent on my platform.
How did you get that right? Because for you to become a social media influencer, you need a great following. So how did you manage to get the following? Hence, you became a social media influencer. Because you can't be a social media
influencer. If you don't have the following, no one's following you.
190 people are following you.
Who are you following?
But firstly, no one was following me when I started, like in 2016. That was 2-3 years ago. And then I was doing videos for 4 or 5 months. No one was following me. But I was posting my videos and I had like 100, 500 views. And because my neighbors and everyone in the street was watching and people were messaging me then, and then I started, I must create better content for people, you know, I must watch other people's stuff and see what I can do so that other people can relate to it. And after a while I saw it picked up, and that kept me growing, you know. Positive comments keeps you going, whatever.
Okay, so you told us that this turned into a job later on. How do you get compensated? That's what people want to know.
you get compensated when you do a video for a brand. Okay. So I work with Grillfather South Africa. They are a food outlet, and in Afrikaans is a lekker
So they don't pay you with a piece of steak and
they pay with cash. So they pay with cash. You also get to eat. So maybe I make a nice video about it, like nice burgers, and then they compensate you. Also, with live shows that I do, people buy tickets at one ticket. I get to make money.
Speaking of live shows, what influenced the decision of taking young people and have them share the same stage as you instead of saying, I built it myself, this is mine?
It doesn't work like that because I would say I was at the point where I was also in shows of other people and they gave me a platform. But I won't say that it made me grow to somewhere, but because I had to put in the effort myself to get me where I am kind of now. And also,
And I think what I'm getting from that is that we need to all work together as the creators. What would you say is the importance of collaborating and you know, pushing each other and helping each other out?
Yeah, I think collaborating, it helps everyone grow. It working together, you know. bringing different kind of genres to one thing. Like you have your kind of comedy, I have my kind of comedy, you have your kind of action. We put it together and it's a masterpiece, you know.
Do you think also now, because you realize that advertisers are going to see, okay, now brands are approaching influencers, real quick, fast, just let us know. Do you think this is a sustainable sort of income-based?
For now, it is. It sustained me it's working for me.
Okay.
And I hope to make millions, man. Yeah, Exemos.
Exemos. Know that we are quickly going to a commercial break, but we'll see you straight after this. You're still watching Ekse right here, Cape Town TV. See you straight after this.
Kaboom, bam, bang.
Why did I get the memo?
Yes, that's Umlilo for your talks. Happens every Monday right here on Cape Town TV. Right now, you're watching Ekse Live between 4 and 5 to bring you the most fantabulous news, views, and interviews. Namhlanje, asikaqhabi one more guest to bring you entertainment.
Yeah, and she got the memo because we're all dressed in black.
Yes.
You know about you?
Ulama is on the sidelines. He didn't get the memo.
Mama unjani?
Right.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
And we can't wait to hear those vocals.
I'm ready for these vocals.
I'm so happy to be here.
Please tell us, Mama, the journey ka Mabongi and the Oaks.
Okay. Umabongi Tusi and the Oak, it's actually a family band of mom and her sons. So it started with my sons learning music at school, and then they came back. The youngest taught me how to play guitar.
Oh, wow.
Then the next thing we have a family band. I have 3 boys. One is our pianist, the other one is a bass guitarist, and the lead guitarist.
Wow.
That's how the band started.
And then there's a song that you guys recently released.
Yes.
Bapo Baba.
Bapo Baba.
I want to know what that is about.
Bapo Baba, just like that. Where are the fathers?
Where are the fathers?
Where are the fathers?
Okay.
It will be wrong if we don't look at the social issues of what is happening. Actually, the issue of fatherlessness, absent fathers, is a global issue. It is a problem. And in reality, in our country, more than 60% of families, research has proven, good, there are no fathers. Maintenance courts, they're full of mothers. Children at school, like at this time of the year, people looking for school uniform, fathers, they December. And then January, fathers are just not there. But even besides that, for teaching, for guidance, we have a problem of leaders in our country.
And Mama, do you think that music is a platform to do that, to share about those social issues?
Yes, of course. Because this topic sometimes when people talk about it, then they fight, there's quarreling. We're not accusing anyone, we're just saying, Bapo Baba, let's talk about it.
Be aware of it.
Wow.
We do that every week on Ekse, and we make you aware of such issues. And of course, Umambongi is going to be performing for us, closing off the show. But of course, catch us same time tomorrow, 4 p.m. Kiwaga Filtane.
And I am Virtual Mode. Darlings, do remember that we have our repeat of today's show at 7 a.m. till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Have nothing to say besides goodbye and enjoy.
Mwah! Love you. Ciao for now.
Good luck.
Bye. sibhuqa badliwe zindaba bashiye isizwe sibhuqa